Hello, hello. Lots going on right now. What I wanted to do is give a quick kind of refresher and kind of an energy read of what's going on right now. So we are ascending as a collective very quickly, and I'm seeing anybody that's doing the work to ascend right now is being given extra heavy loads of work, and I'll explain that. So basically, stuff that's showing up like anxiety or feels like suffering or things aren't working out or whatever, you're being tested to basically just figure out what course you're plotting on, and you're being asked to clean up and lean into whatever is showing up. So I'll explain that. So, for example, I feel a lot of anxiety sometimes about certain things, about money, about job, about what my path is, about relationship, etc. It makes me feel very afraid, and I'm going to tell you right now that's a really clear and beautiful cue of where the work needs to be done inside of ourselves. So when anxiety is showing up in my body, I use it as a tool now instead of responding to it and being tight and all anxious and angry and can't get to sleep and all fidgety and all this kind of stuff. I relax into it and I just lean against what I feel in my chest. Like I'm leaning back, giving it some resistance, and I'm starting to ask, why is this showing up? What is it teaching me? What is it showing me? Where am I holding myself back? And I get really beautiful feedback that comes back from my inner voice. Just when I ask the question, okay, why is this happening or whatever, there's usually some feedback. If there's no feedback, maybe it's not time yet and you just got to keep leaning into it. But it's not meant to destroy you. It's not meant to kill you. It's not meant to mess you up or whatever. It's basically there telling you that there's something manipulating you, or some untruth or some lie or some old energy, or maybe a person is pushing on us to try and exert power over us. And so the first thing that I find often happens is I call my power back. So I say, whatever's causing this pressure or this anxiety, I'm going to call my power and respond, because I'm meant to be abundant. I'm not doing things to harm the planet or be lazy or those kind of things. I'm leaning into my birthright, which is abundance and being able to have a place to live and to be safe at all times. There is nothing in this world that is meant to take that away from us. We can sit in the fear of someone's going to come and take it or whatever, but we've been lulled into the belief that things cost way more than they actually are, and there's a whole bunch of bullshit going on in the world where money's being taken and siphoned, and it doesn't need to be taken and siphoned. There's no control required. There's enough for everyone on this planet, etc. So I'm leaning into pushing back on that and saying, no, I'm taking my power back from that. I don't give it the power to scare me or hurt me or harm me or make me feel like I've done something wrong. I'm just stepping into new and uncharted territory, and that comes sometimes that anxiety is actually exhilaration because it's an expansion, it's an opening to new possibility, but sometimes it's also some belief or some societal conditioning that we've been told that everybody has to do this and this is the way it is, and everybody pushes the rock uphill and that kind of thing. But we're doing it for the wrong reasons. We're not doing it for us. We're doing it to please some other person or some other higher power or somebody that's exerted themselves above us, and it's not meant to be that way. We're in a place where this is all falling apart, and we're seeing the truth that we are worthy, and our birthright is to have what we need and have abundance and other things, and we're leaning into that now. So if something's showing up and it's feeling icky and it's feeling uncomfortable or whatever, lean into it. Start asking questions. Why is that bothering me? Where have I given my power away? Ask yourself these key questions, and you're going to find these answers that are different than what you've believed before or what you've been told. And it's going to empower you. And as you become more empowered, we're now taking our creatorship back and our our ability to create. The world doesn't create for us. We create for ourselves. And whatever we believe, whatever we've been told, whatever we've been trusting is the truth, is our dominant reality, because we didn't know that there was any other choice. Well, those are changing right now. We are going into a new dominant reality where what we choose and what we're doing is creating. And that's all we need to do. So when something shows up in our body or something's pushing from the outside, it's an opportunity to look at it and say, okay, something's off, something's not right. Let's get this sorted out. Let's figure this out and move forward. And as we do that, then the magic starts to happen and new things start to show up and a whole new world shows up. So I'm just suggesting to go sit with that and lean into it and make new choices. So I just wanted to close with, somebody was asking me today, how do you meditate? And it sounded like it was this big, awesome, crazy task. Well, I'm going to make it really simple for people. So I'm just sitting here in my chair with my legs kind of cross-legged, with my back straight and just breathing. And I'm just going to close my eyes. And I invite you to, if you want to meditate, just get somewhere where you've got support behind you. You can cross your legs and you can sit really quiet. And I want you to just sit here in this moment, close your eyes and breathe. Breathe right down to the bottom of your pelvis and breathe out from the bottom of your pelvis, and just keep doing that. And I want you to just, in this moment, maybe put your hand on your heart like I'm doing here, right here, and just feel yourself in your heart like you're sitting in a beautiful, easy chair. And I want you to just breathe. And I want you to just imagine that nothing's going on, nothing bad's happening. You're just perfectly safe where you are. It's nice and warm. It's all good. You got this cozy hand on your chest and you're feeling really good. And I just want you to sit in that place of calm and ease, like you're sitting in the most beautiful, easy chair. Breathing out whatever's not serving you, breathing in fresh light, fresh air and beautiful things. Make sure you're really comfortable. And as you're getting really comfortable, you're going to find this space where you're completely calm and you're completely relaxed and you're completely safe in this exact now moment. This is the only moment that exists right now, is this now moment. If we get too worried about the future or too worried about the past, we get into anxiety, or we try and steer, or we try and correct things or make changes. But what you're going to find is, in this exact now moment, everything's perfect, everything's handled. And the more and more we can live from that presence and that exact now moment, instead of doing and trying to do things, instead we're going into being, and we're living in being. And being is a really important tool as a spiritual being. Notice spiritual being and being are the same word. Well, it's just telling you that in our perfect place, we're just being in the moment. We're seeing what shows up in the moment. We're allowing it to happen. If we worry about what's going to happen in the future or what's happened in the past, it creates anxiety and pushing and trying to change things. All we can do is be in this exact moment. And you're going to find out that always in that exact moment, you can be, and things are going to be safe. So trust when you're feeling anxious or whatever. Go into that now moment. Go into that being in your body. When we get out of our body, we kind of rise up. When we're trying to go into the future, we fall down, or we step out of our body because we're not happy with who we are. But if we just trust in this moment and say, okay, I'm perfect exactly the way I am right now, and recite that to yourself, I'm perfect exactly the way I am right now, you get into this state where everything's just calm and quiet. And if you close your eyes, there's no distractions. And if distractions come up, just let them kind of flitter away like clouds. And you're going to find out there's nothing right here in this right now that's harming you or hurting you. And if there are, then deal with them in that moment, and then go find another space where you're quiet. But right here and right now, in most cases, for most people, is going to be perfectly fine. And anything that's worrying us or causing us anxiety is future or past related. And we can't do anything about the future or past. I'll tell you that right now. The more we want to fight it or change it or whatever, it's just going to cause struggle. And if it's in the future, we're going to try and create situations that aren't ready to exist. But if we let everything be perfect and allow it to show up exactly the way it is, maybe there's a better way and you don't even know it. And it's just trust that there maybe is a better way. And by being calm and being in the moment, you're going to find it, versus chasing and striving and hurrying and rushing and all this kind of shit, which serves no one. So we're changing things each and every step by being present, being in that meditative state, being in the now, being in the being rather than the doing. And you're going to find some awesome, amazing new results are going to start to show up. Be in the now, be in the being of being yourself, and trust that you've done everything to the best of your ability to this moment to chase forward, to try and please, to try and make money, to try and have a job, to try and all these kind of things, to please someone or whatever. We just get in this chasing mode and people pleasing mode, and it's a big mess. And that's our power being given away by, if we're trying to please someone else and make them happy, we're giving away our power. If we're happy and they're coming and trying to project their shit on us or whatever, we don't have to carry that shit or whatever. Even if it's our job, we're not there to be carrying people's shit or whatever. We're there to solve problems and help people get through things and that kind of stuff. But we don't have to take their crap, and we don't have to take their shit or whatever. So we're moving into a whole new space of beingness where our highest outcome and our highest timeline, like we've been saying. So I'm going to add that piece in now too. So as you're in that being state, say, I call in my highest timeline. I call in my highest outcome. I call in my highest, most beautiful, amazing choices. I call in all the things that are going to serve me the best. And it's going to be amazing. That's what it's all about. So just keep calling in your highest timeline, calling in your highest timeline, and letting the anxiety go, and using the anxiety as a tool to let go of stuff and to call your power back and to be whole again and to be in integrity and to be in transparency. These are all things that are, I don't know how to describe the word, but they're all key things that are in the new timeline that we're going through. And we're just driving the truck to get there and making sure it happens and seeing the magic happen. So I'm looking at the time. It's 4:56 here at my time in Mountain Time. So 4:56, we're going up in the counter, and some new amazing things are going to happen. So let it in and use the tools of whatever you're feeling in your body to better understand what's going on in your body, and then make decisions from that new place. And that's all we can do right now, is just keep leaning into it, feeling the discomfort, feeling the anxiety, feeling the expansion, whatever it is, and just breathing, allowing new to show up and shining and letting it through. And you're going to make it through this, and some amazing things are going to happen. It's way beyond what we've ever expected. Just keep shining, keep leaning into it, and you're going to be so happy, so surprised. Thank you for all the work you're doing. I know this isn't easy work, and you deserve thanks. The more people that kind of lean into this and move this forward, the quicker this is going to tip over, and all the truth is going to fall out, and all the lies are going to be exposed, and we'll be able to have a new reality where none of this bullshit happens anymore. So I love you all. Thank you. And yeah, there's a lot of manipulation, lots of weird stuff going on in our system from the past or whatever. But the more we lean into it, the more we step through, the more we breathe through it, the more we ask for our highest timeline, the quicker it all fades away and we're free. So I love you all. Thank you for listening. You have a good day. Talk to you soon. Thank you.